James Charles.
Controversial, but I think business savvy.
Interesting. Why?
He just released a song called Used to Love Me. He called upon his followers or fans to help him promote the song.
Anyone who is following him or supports him, he's definitely built a cult following. I'm not saying he's strong like Taylor Swift, but for you to support him after all the scandals and controversy that he has dealt with over the years, it's smart to reach out to them.
I think I just want to view this from a very business marketing perspective, because what I think he's doing is very different from a lot of other like influencers.
He's leading with a lot of transparency,
And I think he's doing that because of the scandals.
which is smart on his end.
With his recent marketing tactic of like reaching out to his audience, telling them, I will pay you X amount of dollars to make a trend, make videos with my sound to help me market it, and then also post more videos on updating them on the progress that they've made. Because in the next video after that, he says, hello team, thank you so much for promoting the video. Almost like an employee meeting, in a way allowing people to buy in to this whole like feeling of like working with him.
He's painted. Oh, and actually that's his makeup brand. I think, what is it called?
Yeah, Painted.
Painted.
Okay.
He's painting this narrative of his followers, his cult following, of being on his team, which again is very smart, because if you've ever been so in love with someone or just want to be around your favorite celebrity or actress or singer or whatever, this is the best way to do it, where it feels like, oh, like I'm actually helping him do this. And he says, I'll even include more like benefits along the way if you keep helping me. Honestly, like I can see him doing that though. He's not only done this with his music, he's been doing that with his makeup. He asked people, design what you want to see, essentially, and I'll do it. He was like, I'm going to see how much I can put into my own brand. And he was like, this is an investment. This is what I want to do. Over the years, wanting to like dip into music, I'm not going to lie, I don't think he's a bad singer.
Yeah, everyone says that he's awful at singing.
I don't think so.
I think everyone is just quick to jump on a bandwagon.
I think a lot of people hate him. Anything that he does, they're going to hate on him more.
He doesn't have a bad voice. He can harmonize. He can sing. Maybe not like perfectly on pitch all the time, but like who does? Except people with perfect pitch, like
Charlie Puth.
But like he's a decent singer.
Preference for like music, is the song my favorite? No, but again, like that music fits somewhere. Like when I first heard it, what is it called?
Used to Love Me.
I can hear this musical Broadway type of song.
Like Dear Evan Hansen, Greatest Showman.
Very inspirational.
I think from a marketing perspective, he's being so transparent with people. Oftentimes, a lot of influencers don't like to show what goes on behind the scenes. They just kind of do like a little cute dance, try to make their song go viral. Being included behind the scenes, I think that was like attention grabbing to me.
What I like is when he said, I'm going to pay you up front this money. I hope he does, whoever has helped him. But he's like, you know, all these labels do that already. I'm just telling you that I'm going to do it myself. I'm not connected to a label. It's essentially the same type of process, the same type of system of like, I'm going to use my platform, which other artists with labels are doing. Halsey was one, and we actually just did a video on her. Halsey was like, I don't even want to be like on TikTok. When she had to start promoting her own music on TikTok, she's like, I'm not like a social media guru, but I'm out here trying to promote my music so my label can pay attention to me again. He actually has all that creative control right now. I don't see that bad at all.
Even more so, if he's not connected with a label, he's keeping all the royalties because he doesn't have to pay the label.
Exactly.
Which kind of makes me mad, because if someone is signing to a label, you're kind of going in with the thought, oh, this record label is going to put me on a huge platform. They're going to help me with the marketing. But you've seen with the Halsey example, they're pushing the artist to do their own social media. To me, feels kind of backwards, because if you sign to a label, you have this machine that could work for you, but they're telling you to do it yourself.
Like, I get that the artist needs to be seen in videos. They need to be doing like behind the scenes, but they should just be able to show up and be in the video. Like, oh, this is the direction that we're doing today. We have people doing this for you. Like Camila, her marketing was insane. There was something new, I felt like, coming out every hour about her. Like, this woman was working not only on her music, but everything that she was posting. And it was so freaking cohesive. I want her label to pay attention to her more.
No, really. And she recently did a Vivo performance of all of her songs. So So they first did it in separate videos. Then she released the whole thing that connected all the videos together.
And that set was so cute.
Yeah.
Everything about that, they ate up. The visuals, the font, just how they presented her in this, I wish is how they would have started the promotion of this album, because it was just attention grabbing. It was more like that hook, and it definitely drew people in. But if people wanted to see like a smoother transition into this, that Vivo presentation, I think would have been the greatest way to start that album rollout, and then get more into like the Spring Breaker type of vibe. But that's just an example of like someone who's like, I feel like she's working day and night.
But I think we also have to remember she's part of a music label. So I think she does have the budget to do like a very, very consistent thing. Whereas James Charles is an independent artist. I think another great example is Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Golden Hour?
Yeah.
He did a video, I think it was an interview, saying that so many labels reached out to him, but he was rejecting all of them because he already had the knowledge that they were going to absorb so much money from him, and then he'd be ending up with like cents afterward, because all that money goes back to paying like the engineers, everyone who's like working to make it happen.
You know who I think would be so much more successful if she was independent? Chloe.
Because she could produce her own songs.
When she started singing more like by herself outside of Chloe and Halle, when she started, she was doing covers. I think she should have kept doing those covers, because I think she actually did hop on a couple features with some of the artists that she was covering. And I think that was the smartest way to get into things. Right now, I feel like so many people are sleeping on Chloe. The album that she dropped, I liked honestly way better than the first one. But again, she started her music career based more on like just hooks, just trying to grab people's attention by being so sexual. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that though. She was eating it up. Every visual, she's eating it up. There hasn't been one performance where I think she's failing. Her vocals are insane. Maybe the crowd that she had from Chloe and Halle, they were like, whoa, this was just too mature for what we wanted for her. But that's not up to us. It's up to her. Now, I think her label could have done better creatively getting her into that type of role. And I think that's where they're failing her. I would love to see her as an independent artist.
My main commentary on this is artists need to ditch record labels and just hire marketing teams.